1 second. Cancel. 1 second, guys.
This is buggy.
Okay. Can you hear us, guys? Now
What's
we
up,
have our
guys?
microphone plugged in. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the live stream event on Crypto Tips. My name is Heidi.
And I'm Toby. And bear with us with the camera. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm looking up there. It's actually here. We're
Same
using the camera on the computer because we have no more batteries and we don't know where to find a battery. We've ordered one online, so it should be coming in about a week and a half. So, yep.
It is what it is, guys.
Yeah.
So sorry for the quality, but the content is going to be good. So anyway, thank you everyone who's joining us here live in the live chat. It's great to see you guys. Dave D, Bill Franger, Oceanic, a lot of people. Richard
Wow,
O, Kevin
so many
S,
people.
Duarte.
What's up, Brian, Dave D,
W.
Trader Zen. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Good to see you guys.
So today's
We're
live
bullish.
stream. We
If you
are
haven't figured that out by now, we are so bullish.
Today's live stream, we're going to do more of like a conversational type live stream, like we did talking about common questions asked during a bull run. You guys seem to really enjoy that. So we're going to keep that going a little bit, talking about, this concept of, is the Bitcoin bull run over? When is the alt season coming? And also, as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the live chat and we will get to them if we can, as soon as we can. So, Hey guys.
So I've been getting a lot of people writing me going, "Hey, is it too late to get into Ether? This whole is it over with?" And let me go over this really quick. Okay, so Ether on the first, or let's see, the January 13th, 2018, Ether went to 1,391. All right, this was after the peak of Bitcoin. Okay, so usually Bitcoin goes first and then the alts rise. This time the same thing's happening. Okay, for Cardano, it hit $1.15 on the 4th of January 2018. Okay, Monero hit $470 December 20th, 2017, and Litecoin hit $356 on 12/18/2017. So, the week of December 7th, 2017, Bitcoin hit its all-time high, and then the alts did.
Yeah.
So just bear in mind that, guys. Some these like ETH, ADA, XMR, LTC, and several others have not hit all-time highs yet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm accumulating. This is like the most brilliant time ever to go ahead and use the profits from your staking coins or whatever, or your paycheck or whatever, and throw it into those. I mean, those are the easiest money you could possibly have, pretty much, other than staking a coin and just letting it sit on its butt. Like, it's so easy to make money off this. Just as long as you have patience. Just have patience, guys. Don't look at Twitter and look at everybody like freaking out. Just relax and know that bull run's just happening, and big money is going to do whatever it can to throw noobs off guard, try to take their coins. So, yeah.
W has a question. Thank you for the
Thank
super
you,
chat.
W.
I have alts staked. Some of them have a week or two unbonding period. Should I already unbond them to be able to sell them during alt season? I mean, if the value of that coin is pumping, you could always just use those staking rewards to get into other coins as well. That's something that we use to dollar cost average, is our staking rewards. It depends really on which coins you're in and why you're in them, in my opinion. If it's a coin that you actually see a long-term value in, the team is actually building something. There's actually some network effects happening. There's actually, it's a useful product. It has some kind of a solution that is unique. I don't know that I would want to necessarily sell your entire position in that coin. Again, it's depending on completely on your mindset, your knowledge of that coin, and how comfortable you are with holding that coin, throughout the bull run phase. If you're not sure if you should sell it all, it's really easy just to use that profit that you get from the appreciating coin with your staking coins and use that to get into other positions that you might want.
Let me move this down a tad. You guys can't see the shirt.
Oh.
Really nice shirt. My friend Philip makes. You can find the description below. Really cool. It's actually EMF protection.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
And it's like 99% silver. It's interesting, right?
I don't think, no, it's not 99% silver. It'd be freaking heavy if it was.
That's what I said.
No. It's not 99% silver.
9% silver?
No.
Okay.
No. It's got silver in it. So it's
so anyway.
Check the description below. Yeah. They're really comfortable and
it's kind of pricey.
The guy that makes it is a Bitcoin OG as well, so I've known him for a long time and he was nice enough to send these to us. So yeah, thank you so much, Philip.
Anyway, so great t-shirts, especially in a time like this. It definitely gets the conversation rolling.
For sure.
But so talking a little bit about this whole concept of, are you too late? Is like Bitcoin hit 40,000. That's already double its previous all-time high. Does that mean like this is it for the bull run? No,
definitely
if
not.
that was the case, then Bitcoin would have hit the peak bull run in 2017 when it hit $2,000. It went 10 times that. So there's a little bit perspective for you guys. I know there's a lot of people new in this space, and that's certainly why I think some people might have that opinion that, it's just a really limited kind of perspective or history or experience with this crypto market. But there's plenty of room to grow. There's plenty more interest from institutional investors who are just locking these Bitcoin away. They're not fiddling with them on the markets, But also, additionally, it's like what we were saying, like, we addressed a lot of that in that previous live stream where we talked about all those common questions asked about a bull run. Am I too late? When do I take profits? All that things. And to morph that into what usually happens is, Bitcoin sees a lot of profit and then sooner rather than later, the altcoins tend to follow. And we've certainly have been seeing that with certain altcoins, but what Toby is saying is even, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, these are all coins that have been around for like before 2017 and they haven't hit their all-time highs. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are brand new to this space that haven't existed for more than like 6 months or a year. So for them to, hit, judging by their previous all-time highs, it's a little bit harder for that kind of a time frame to judge. There's coins like Polkadot that are brand new, getting a lot of attention. Chainlink is certainly proving itself to be, relevant with the DeFi space. So there's...
And by the way, congrats on our Patreons for getting into all of these. You guys are killing it.
Honey Badger.
Thank you.
Great to see you in the live chat. Thank you.
Thanks. For sure. Like, you're seeing a lot of all-time highs in these different coins like DOT, Link, and all these other, coins. But keep in mind, these are still kind of untested.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So just be careful. That's why on our Patreon, you'll notice that they are not our top coins. Some people, it's their top coins. We're not reckless with you guys. No.
They're averaging like 1 to 3% of our portfolio is coins like that.
Yeah, and you don't need more than that.
No,
guys,
that is the point.
Yes. Like when I remember like Dash was at $3 right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a node, and that by that time was $3,000 for a node. It went to $1,600 Like, and that wasn't even a huge part of my portfolio. So it just comes to show that, guys, like, bull runs are so crazy. You won't even believe the profits that you'll make if you have the right coins. And, you know, knowing about the right coins is about really studying the market, studying the devs, studying the team, studying like what they actually have to offer in this space. Because a lot of them don't have anything to offer. Most of this crap is all scam.
Yeah.
All right.
And furthermore, choosing, even with all that research that you may do, the ability to choose the exact right cryptocurrencies, like altcoins that will do 1000x, is actually really difficult and extremely rare. If you're going to try and choose one coin to go like all in, let's say you're getting, I mean, honestly, super greedy, and you know, you think you missed the boat with Bitcoin, which I don't think is true. Maybe you think you missed the boat with Ethereum. I don't think is true.
No.
And you just want to get like that really cheap coin that's going to go 1000x, and you're going to time it perfectly, and you're going to make $1 million out of like $100. Good luck with that. So, especially as a newcomer to this space, that is extremely difficult, and I'm going to say nearly impossible to happen. So what our strategy often is we really focus on the solid cryptocurrencies as the ones that we consider to be, you know, very long-term holds. And we focus on accumulating positions of those because those are the ones that we believe we're going to be using decades from now. So we want to have as many of those as we can so that we can actually use them, not just speculate on the price. And then we kind of, you know, sprinkle our, you know, little investments like 1% or less, like 0.05%, you know, like tiny amounts into these other coins. And when they pop, we won't, if they don't, we won't cry about it. We won't be bankrupt about it. And if they do well, we can take profits from that and put those profits into coins that we value, or into maybe a stable coin option, if we want to kind of escape the relative volatility.
For sure.
Bill Fringer had a question. Yes. Hey, Bill, I know you're always concerned about fungibility and the ability to access cryptocurrencies depending on your jurisdiction. It's a very valid concern, and this is a good question. Does a secure decentralized exchange exist for U.S. citizens to buy altcoins? Yes. Because the beautiful thing about a decentralized exchange, if it's a properly decentralized exchange, it will not ask for your name or email address or location or citizenship or reasons for investing or any personalized information whatsoever. And I'm thinking of exchanges, decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, like Kyber. These are built with the Ethereum ecosystem. So those are open for anyone, no matter where you live. And you can trade, again, Ethereum and Ethereum tokens, which by now is like thousands of different tokens. Most likely it's going to be an ERC20 token. And your other option there is about BISC, which is the only decentralized exchange that I know of that allows you to purchase Bitcoin with your bank account without going through KYC, without giving anyone your personal identifying information. Additionally, I know that they have quite a lot of volume trading Bitcoin for Monero. I know that a lot of people are having a hard time finding an exchange that will list Monero because that is a privacy coin. It isn't an ERC20 token or an Ethereum token, so it's not available on Uniswap and these really popular high liquidity decentralized exchanges. It is available on BISC as BISQ. I'm also working on a tutorial going out for that in the next couple weeks, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, I definitely encourage you to check that one out and begin exploring. In the meantime, they have a really highly informational FAQ sheet if you want to explore their website. So anyway, hi, Imre. Sorry. Hi guys, can you please suggest an alternative exchange to Binance for altcoins, spot or leverage? I was thinking Kraken.
Kraken's a good one.
Yeah, it's based in the US, and I mean, it depends if you're a US citizen. Again, if you're not, you can open a Binance.com account with just an email, no KYC whatsoever. With Kraken, you're going to need to go through KYC whether you just plan on trading crypto to crypto regardless. Kraken is decent. When it comes to KYC, I'm kind of partial to them for that because they do, to the best of my knowledge, I know that they handle all the KYC referencing information in-house, so they don't necessarily hire these random third parties for that. But pay attention to things like the fees involved for the trades, for the withdrawals. That's definitely something to pay attention to if you're going to be doing a lot of trading.
Bill, again, what about paper wallets? Paper wallets are awesome. They are awesome if you do them right. If you don't,
it depends what your goals are.
Yeah, if you want to be super, super secure and not want to move it very much, then sweet, use a paper wallet. If you want to move your coins and you want to trade a lot, paper wallets are probably one of the dumbest ideas you could ever do because it's a pain in the butt and you have to move the entire amount every single time you use the paper wallet, because once you type in your private address, it's compromised. So you need to take it off and either put it onto another paper wallet. You can do it, but it's a pain in the butt, So what I would recommend, what I have done is I have kept some coins onto a paper wallet that I never move. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, they're good for like generational passing on of cryptocurrencies or like the very long term. Again, if it's the term paper wallet can be deceiving, and it's not always necessarily a piece of paper that represents your private keys. It could be, precious or stainless steel that's etched in your private key into it, something like that. Those options are certainly around. But yeah, definitely paper wallets are great for security, not so great for usability. Because once you claim the coins, once you withdraw the coins out of a paper wallet, you can only do so by pretty much publishing or unleashing the private key onto the internet, and it is therefore compromised after that point. So definitely don't encourage that.
Do you know much about paper or PokeSwap? Dragon Ball is asking.
Is that the one that's going to do like with Sushi Swap? I'm not sure. We talked about it last time with Sushi Swap and their integration with Polkadot to develop a cross-chain, a multi-blockchain decentralized exchange, which would be amazing. Because right now we are seeing a ton of liquidity on these Ethereum-based decentralized exchanges. So it's giving, again, a lot of activity and liquidity and attention to Ethereum. But for all the coins that aren't Ethereum tokens, they're really dependent on centralized exchanges listing them. That's why we're seeing these kind of privacy-focused coins kind of marketing themselves out of being a privacy coin like PivX and like Dash. It's kind of disheartening for me to see that because I feel like privacy coins are should be like the heart of cryptocurrencies. That's what it's all about. It should be all about. And to see them go soft like that
will happen. Like you're going to have a lot of privacy coins coming about, especially with like the crackdown on freedom of like finance and stuff. Like you're going to see the more printing of currency that central banks do, you're going to see privacy going through the roof. Like privacy coins are going to be made. Monero's great right now. It hasn't hit its all-time high. And it hasn't hit its all-time high. I mean, come on. It's like a given.
Yeah.
I'm really excited on privacy coins. The more that governments push back, the more that the free market's going to push back.
Exactly.
So, for every action is a equal and opposite reaction.
Or better reaction, maybe.
Way better. Plus, we're more flexible, and it's kind of like David and Goliath, okay? So you have David who is, flexible, he's agile, he's like moving around, whatever. You had Goliath, which is this huge monstrosity that, can't move really. And, just probably hasn't had a fight in his life. And you have David just, bam, nailed him. So.
But even better, I love that analogy.
Sure.
But what's even better is that there's like thousands of Davids.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's decentralized.
Very true. And that's what Heidi's actually going to put in her new book as well. So
Yeah.
It's going to be very exciting.
Doug Davenport had a question.
Actually, no, really quickly.
Okay.
Matthias,
Bisq
is really great. Yes, you're so right.
Yeah,
you're so right.
it
I
is
keep
great.
looking up at thinking that's the camera. It's right there.
Yeah.
That'll change very soon, by the way.
Yeah. What's cool about Bisq is, in my opinion, it's an excellent example of what a decentralized exchange should be. It's an application that is run locally on your computer. You don't access it through a website that uses centralized servers or cloud servers or whatever. And also, when you do the bank transfer information, you're literally doing it peer-to-peer. So like your bank information is only saved on your computer. It's not shared with anyone. There's no Bisq company, there's no Bisq centralized servers to save your information.
Yeah.
And that's what allows them to allow you to use your bank without going through KYC, because there isn't an entity for some governmental regulation to clamp down on Bisq. So basically, when you make a purchase of Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin with your bank, all that your bank knows is that you're making a transfer to an individual for that cash. They don't know that it has anything to do with Bisq or anything to do with Bitcoin, and it's really great. And I hope that there's more of them coming out. But anyway, I know that the liquidity is slowly growing on Bisq. It certainly doesn't have the marketability and the kind of hype that Uniswap does and these other, like, incentive models like liquidity providers and mining these coins and all this stuff. There was one question I highlighted. Let's see. Doug Davenport asked, do you take profits and purchase precious metals, gold, and silver? We actually sold.
Okay, so
why? Why did we?
Okay, so real quick, we made a Patreon alert saying trade alert saying we sold all of our silver. We have a little bit of silver left, but we sold it all, and we bought Bitcoin and Ether. I think it was Bitcoin or Ether like a while back. So before the pump, I saw the pump coming. I knew it was about to happen.
We wanted to take advantage of that. We
knew
it was going to do a lot more movement than any precious metal could.
Exactly, and you also have the CME, you have the LBMA, you have the London Gold Fix, and you have JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup. They have a huge amount of paper silver, the paper derivatives that they can sell and just crush the market. They can pretty much control everything. You know what I mean? So they have all control over the price of silver. So, I mean, they're going to let it go when they let it go. And, I'm not going to wait for that. I do have a little bit, but that's not going to be my main holding.
Not coming into a bull run.
Yeah, no way.
Maybe, that might be something that we look into when we're thinking about, okay, it's like really approaching the top. We're seeing good profits. What do we do with it? We're definitely looking at properties. Precious metals could be an option. And additionally, just as always, stacking more sats, getting more Ethereum, and really locking away a solid position in those coins.
Yeah, and it was like epic timing too, because I could see the volume growing on the exchanges. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, Bitcoin's probably gonna bust out pretty soon, and like I sold it, and it took I knew I had probably about 2 weeks or whatever, so I was able to sell it. It took about a week or something to get it right.
Yeah, just because with the banks and dealing with the transfers. So
keep that in mind. It's not as liquid as crypto. And we had to actually sell it. It was in Singapore, and we had to sell it over there and then transport it back, right?
Yeah, well, because they deal with the storage and stuff, and we had it in a different.
I mean, it's a great company, goldsilver.com. We did it through them, but it's just like crypto. We just knew it was going to blow, so I'm all right. This is it. It had its run. We did really well. We bought at the very bottom of silver,
and
the bottom.
And we did that when we first started doing these live streams back in March.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, silver's bottoming right now.
A couple months later, it was so great. Yeah, thanks, Toby.
Yeah, that's great. That was a really quick profit.
I'm sorry. I'm just going through the chat here.
Okay, so somebody said that Bisq doesn't have a lot of volume. That is very true. Yeah. But a lot of these decentralized exchanges will get a ton of volume. Just wait, have patience with it, because last bull run, we couldn't have even imagined that decentralized exchanges were going to be a popular thing. Yeah, now they're freaking popular. Exactly. It's crazy. And we were telling people, guys, Decentralized exchanges are going to be super popular. And people are like bashing us back then, like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? There's no volume, whatever. They suck. And then boom, what happened? Here's 1 inch. Here's freaking,
I mean, it's great.
Fun.
It's really great. They found an incentive model that encourages people to provide liquidity. The main issue with decentralized exchanges on, Uniswap or whatever. So again, that's definitely lent itself to the Ethereum network. And talking before about this whole, action by governments and regulators trying to clamp down on these centralized exchanges, and the equal and opposite reaction being the development and further interest in decentralized exchanges. I mean, there's so many people here in the comments now are always asking today, previous episodes, my Patreon account, I get emails all the time of people asking how they can buy Bitcoin without going through KYC. And I did a class on it. If you are interested in our Patreon, the link is available for you down below in the video description. Just go to Patreon and search crypto tips. I'm there. And I do classes and trade alerts and portfolio updates and all that good stuff.
Well, the reason why we keep saying that, like, go back to our Patreon, is because, like, there's so much information. You can't just... I mean, we have, 30 minutes? Just decentralized exchanges would take forever, to even explain, to understand, which avenues you can go. I mean, crypto is so huge that we needed a platform, another platform where we can provide people with kind of specific information.
Yeah.
And that is why we started it. And that's why we made it so cheap, so that freaking everybody can pretty much...
I want it to be as accessible as possible.
Get it, So it's not like we're just shilling our Patreon. It's just this is really important for people to learn.
Yeah.
And, if people want to learn, they can get all the information they ever needed. And Heidi was one of the first people in the world to start doing this stuff. So it's great.
What Imre is asking, what about potential rug pull exchanges? Absolutely. There's plenty of scammy exchanges that exist.
What was it? Cover?
No, that wasn't an exchange.
No, but okay, well.
I mean, just like exchanges that come in. And I mean, I also did lots of videos going over, the warnings to centralized exchanges, but they don't want you to know they're kind of shady practices for getting income. The whole concept of a centralized exchange is pretty messed up, actually, considering it's for cryptocurrencies, and we're trying to step away from that banking model, and essentially centralized exchanges are just that. So absolutely, there's a risk for these rug pull exchanges. Usually what happens is there's this brand new coin that's getting pumped on these Telegram groups. It's getting so much hype, but it seems new because it's not listed on the major exchanges yet. You have to make an account on this really random, kind of janky crypto centralized exchange. Of course, you're going to have to go through KYC if you want to withdraw that coin off of the exchange. That's how they get you. You can create an account, but when you want to withdraw, you have to go through this KYC information. So now, not only are you giving this janky exchange your money, your cryptos, to trade into that coin is also, by the way, extremely risky. You're probably buying at the tail end of the pump, and someone just wants you to buy their bags for them. And then on top of that all, you're going to give over your very sensitive, identifiable information that you don't know how they're going to store it, if they even have any infrastructure whatsoever to deal with that kind of information.
Yep.
A lot of bad things can happen on centralized exchanges. So I did videos on my recommendations for centralized exchanges and also my recommendations for decentralized exchanges. If you have to use a centralized exchange, there are definitely some that are better than others.
So I want to go over short. We're about to end, but I want to answer Andre Emorim. Biden $3 trillion next bull run. Well, consider this. It's Federal Reserve. That's who's printing the currency. They own the Treasury. Whatever. There's nothing backing the currency anymore. There's not even fractional reserve banking anymore. They got rid of fractional reserve banking. They literally, it's just whatever. So yeah, you have 1.9 trillion now for a stimulus package. That is going to include a lot of pork, obviously. And so they're going to print 1.9 trillion. That's crazy amount of currency. That's $1,900 billion. I mean, you're never paying that. The U.S. would never pay that back. That's going to be incredibly inflationary. I'm apolitical. I don't care about either freaking candidate, whatever. Yeah. So, but I'm just telling you, just be really careful because these central banks are going nuts, like crazy, and that's why I made my prior video, just explaining about ETH and stuff, and kind of and the prior ones as well about really crazy inflation that we are on the precipice of, I think. So just make sure that you do have, like, I mean, if you're comfortable with precious metals, fine, but at least have Bitcoin, guys. Like out of everything that I'm talking about, you gotta own Bitcoin. Like it's really serious, actually. Like you're doing yourself and your family a disservice by not having Bitcoin because of all this currency printing. It's the only thing that you can truly own. You can have the private key in your head. You know, nobody would even know. So yeah, just make sure you have that.
Isn't it sad how like unapologetic they are about printing trillions of dollars?
Really sad, and I'm glad we have a platform.
For them to be so concerned about like regulating crypto to protect the investor. What the heck are they doing to the currency that people have to use? They don't have a choice.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad, like I said, we have a platform that we can tell people, hey, guys, this is what's happening. It's really dangerous. Like, this is craziness going on. So, just be careful and make sure you do have a plan with what you want to do with your earnings if you ever decide to pull out as well. That's really important. You have to have a plan, because if you don't, you're going to really screw yourself over. I didn't have a plan my first bull run. I started having kind of a plan in my second bull run. This one, I got a plan.
We got so many plans, guys.
So many plans.
We got plans on plans on.
So, yeah. Anyways.
There's one question I want to address really quick before we end here. Imre, good question. Will the new most commonly used stablecoin for USD be USDC, which is actually the stablecoin built by Coinbase? I think so. I mean, it's definitely, I think, the most used stablecoin in DeFi.
It is audited.
Next to DAI, MakerDAO's DAI. It's like a lot more transparent about the reserves and how much cash they have on hand and all that stuff. Certainly more transparent than Tether. Yeah, anyway. So it could be USDC. There's a lot of different options for stablecoins now anyway, so.
And Brad, yes, about when we are going to take profits and pull out of it.
Yes.
We will let everybody know literally within 5 minutes of us selling on Patreon. So, yeah.
Keep you guys posted.
We will definitely keep you guys posted. That's one of the most I can't wait. Yeah.
So I was asking, are you selling Bitcoin at the top? Well, we're going to try. That's all you can ever do is try.
I might make a video on this.
We're never gonna sell all of our Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're not selling all of it. I don't care if it goes to $30 million. I couldn't care less. I'm not selling all of it. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, great live stream, guys.
Yeah, Corona cough. Come on. I shouldn't even said that.
I have a tickle in my throat. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you again next time every Monday at noon Eastern time.
Ciao.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Come on, I have so many